Now at 10, protesters are gathering in downtown Portland near the Justice Center. Unified Command is already warning the group to keep the streets clear and that there will be a heavy police presence tonight. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at 10 o'clock. I'm Wayne Haverly. Tonight's protest comes after a full day of left-wing and right-wing protests and counter-protests in the Rose City. Jennifer Dowling, she is live downtown right now. And Jennifer, what can you tell us about what's happening there tonight right now?
Well, Wayne, it's a very active scene. As you can see behind me, there are hundreds of people here, maybe 300 protesters, and police have moved in. You've got the bubble lights going on the vans over there. They've been detaining people and telling them to clear out of Southwest 3rd, telling them that traffic needs to flow on that street. So that is why they've made the push, from what I understand from the announcements they've been making over the LRAD. We have seen, again, some detainments, and the crowd is persistent. They're not leaving. So there's a mini standoff going on out here by the Justice Center tonight. And earlier today, of course, we had all the protests going on, and law enforcement was doing their best to keep the different groups, right-wing and left-wing, away from each other so they couldn't clash. It seems like they were pretty successful. We attended a protest where hundreds gathered peacefully at Peninsula Park.
Black Lives Matter!
Activist Demetria Hester has been part of several recent BLM protests. She was assaulted by Jeremy Christian the day before he went on to stab 3 people on a MAX train, killing 2. Today she talked about keeping the Black Lives Matter movement going.
Give us that spirit, give us that joy, and give us that love and strength.
I'm nonviolent. I don't want to fight anybody, but I thought maybe some people like me should come out and just say what I need to say.
Jerry Foote worked as a school teacher for 25 years and has always been aware of hate groups, but feels that they are becoming much more bold.
I've never seen white supremacists be this blatant. I want to say no, and I want our city government to know that they need to rein that in and not let their police collude with them anymore.
Nearly 1,000 showed up at the park, some of those here making a political statement in costume. Others wanted to spread some joy, like Cesar, the no-drama llama, a local therapy animal. We also caught up with Freddie, a longtime Portland resident selling shirts as part of a fundraiser for United We Stand, a group at Tuskegee University, which his daughter is a part of.
We stand against injustice and the violence and all the madness that we see that's going on in the country right now.
He wants people to see Portland as a place of peace instead of just an image of violence that's been reported nationally.
I hear through phone conversations that I have every week from other cities. They're like, is Portland really that bad? Is it like Vietnam, World War II? What's going on with you guys? You guys okay? They promote most of the violent stuff. They don't promote the peaceful things that's happening.
And back out here again, an active night. We have music going, but we have a heavy police presence. They're trying to clear the streets here. They've told people they could stay on the sidewalks or in the park for the time being. Also, we've seen a lot of action as far as those detainments, and we want to point out some video from earlier in the night where they had someone detained in the back of one of their vans, and that person actually busted out of the van after being in there for a few minutes and took off on foot running. And several officers took off running after that person. They went fast. They went down Southwest 3rd and disappeared, and people were yelling, "Run." So it's been a very unusual night out here, very active. People remain out here, the protesters, still at this hour, despite the police activity. And there have been threats that crowd control munitions could be used if people don't stop throwing projectiles or don't clear the streets on Southwest 3rd here. Back to you.
All right. Thank you for that update. Certainly a lot happening down there tonight. Thank you, Jennifer.